Okay, Jack, let's take a good look at your freestyle here, starting out in slow motion. Alright, pretty good power push off here. Looking at this dolphin kick, I like it. You're actually driving pretty well here, but right here, see how we're dropping what I'll call it our breakout a little too early. So you're too deep underwater. You've already dropped this arm, and we've lost the streamline because your head is already out. So really what we want you to do with it when you're doing your breakout is to hold the streamline and ramp it out. We want to ramp it out with a dry back. And again, we just have too much water. We're just dropping our breakout too early with too much water all over our back here. Okay, we're going to continue on. Okay, you're doing a lot of good stuff, but one of the things I want you to see is how you have this late breath and overreach. Right here we have this overreach arm. It's because because of a late breath. We want to be on top of this elbow, not what I'm going to call it leading with this elbow. See how we're leading with the elbow. So again, I don't want to be leading with that elbow. I want to get on top of this hand a little bit more and be able to, work with early vertical forearm. Okay, so I'm going to let it roll here. Again, let's start with back. Good kick. Okay, you're driving with that kick. That's good. I do want to note that again, the body position, we're swimming a little uphill. I want you to see this. I would like you to be swimming a little bit flatter, and a lot of that has to do with your head position. See how the head is up a little too high? Excuse me, I'm going to do this again. See how the head position's up a little too high? And really the body line is right here, maybe even dropping a little bit. So again, we got to get that head into that body line a little bit more. See how that head is just up? You're just kind of looking forward right here. Again, the goggle line's here, when really I'd like to have that head position down a little bit more. Okay, but it's the late breathing, and then this is what you're really going to see. So we're entering short right here with this hand. You're entering what I'll call it right here, and I really want you aiming for a target out further. You're going to slide there, but look how you're entering short right there, and then you're sliding out to where you want to be. I'd rather have you have a high elbow up here and then entering out in front a little bit more versus again entering this short position and doing an underwater slide to get where you need to get. Again, we would like you entering out over here. Okay, I'm going to let it roll. You are finishing through the stroke. I could argue we're dropping the elbow a little bit here. That one not too bad. Late breath a little bit there. We got to have that head down. This stroke, see how we're putting the hand in a little early, and then one of the first movements we do is kind of drive, what I'll call it, drop this elbow right here. I'd like to be up on top of this elbow a little bit more so we have the early vertical forearm. Late breath there. We'll see that more on the way we come back. All right, I'm going to speed it up full time. Again, decent shooters, but once again, look how you're dropping this a little bit earlier. This time you kept your head down, but still way too much water on this back. You should be a little holding on to that streamline, shootering and breaking out a little bit later. Again, late breath right here. I'm going to get you on this next one. Late breath on that side, which makes you slide across your body. So again, you're entering late and you're sliding your hand all the way down here. So again, entering late, sliding that hand all the way down. Just driving it too deep, basically. So again, we're driving that hand down here when ideally we'd like to have that hand out in front and then work on the early vertical forearm. Doing some good stuff though. This is a little bit better. Let's go back to this breath. This is what I want you to see. Okay, see how late you are in this breath. Right here, you're breathing. You've already dropped this arm. And again, this arm is dropping down a little too deep. And you're right here, you're waiting, and boom. I'm going to close this in. See how you're basically, you'll see your hand enter and your head's not all the way back. By this point, we should have our, I'll call it head back down with our nose back down before that hand enters. And ideally, we'd like to have that hand enter out here. So I'm going to just let it go real slow here. See, we're late getting that head down, and that hand right there should be sliding out a little bit more. I'm going to clear all this, get it back in screen. Full speed. Again, just kind of late on the breath. Alright. up top here. So right here is, I think, where you'll see how we're ending really short by our head? So look at our arm right here. We're entering right here by our head. Ideally, I'd like to have that high elbow and have you entering out here more. Let's watch it on the other arm. Again, entering short and then whoop, sliding it down. You know, again, you're sliding that hand down out here when I'd still like to have you sliding it out a little bit more and getting a little more distance per stroke. Okay, I'm going slow motion here. Watch the late breath. See how your head's not back right here? Your head should already be head down. Nose should be back down, fingertip down, and right here your biceps kind of hitting here into the face. Okay, going back at full speed. Sorry, it got a little blurry there. There's a water drop on the camera. Again, Jack, you're doing a lot of stuff. Just so I want to encourage you to keep working on the details. Good man. All right, just keep working on the details, right? Become a better athlete every day.